So the subject of nature-related disclosures has been on the ISSB's agenda for several years. And originally, the stated intention was that there would be a new standard dealing specifically with this issue. And that was planned to be IFRS S3. However, at the beginning of 2026, it was announced that there would no longer be a new standard on this. Instead, there will be something called a practice note. Now, that might sound like a slightly bureaucratic distinction to be making, but in fact, there's quite a big difference. A standard is prescriptive. In other words, we have to comply with it if we seek to comply with the IFRS Sustainability Standards more generally. On the other hand, a practice note is not mandatory. It gives us guidance, non-mandatory guidance, to actually cover how we might deal rather than how we should deal with nature-related disclosures. And this has been quite unpopular in some quarters, particularly amongst environmental groups. Some environmental groups have been quite critical of what they see as a watering down of these proposals. They feel there is a chance that it will deteriorate the quality of disclosures and reporting in the general area of nature-related disclosures. And this subject is not really yet at an end because late in 2026, there is due to be an exposure draft, something which has been on the cards for several years but has now changed dramatically in scope because of this change to the practice note approach. There's going to be this exposure draft late in 2026, and amongst one of the things it asks respondents to give their comments on is whether using a practice note is the best way to go in this case or not. So in theory, this might not be the end of the story, and we might find by the end of 2026, we are faced with yet another change in direction from the ISSB. So it's something we will need to monitor if it's an area we're particularly exposed to, how this evolves going forward, because it's far from cut and dried as yet.